Hey guys, it's me, a Waddler, and I'm a duck. And today I'm going to be showing you how to make this glider, but I'm also going to show it to Diamond RBX, who is conveniently standing right in front of me. So hello, hi Diamond RBX, look at my glider. You can speak. No. No, he doesn't want to look.
Why would I want to look at that thing?
You already looked.
Just use the jetpack. You could literally just use the jetpack.
Okay, beat me to one of them rocks over there then.
What rock?
Okay.
Wait.
You know, second stage rocks, you know, one of the giant ones. Okay, 3, 2, 1, get going. I'm gonna get going. Yeah. You know, I really think you're about to Triskai decaphobia me here. Oh, you just forgot to fly. Oh, change of plans, he jumped. I see you used the tinification feature. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna use the jump feature mid-air strategizing. Waddler duck using the strategize feature. What do you say? Stratisilification?
Yeah.
What is that new word? Okay. Using the slide. There, where is Diamond RBX?
Above you.
I think I see some sort of weird gyrating thing. Oh wait, those are my balloons. You know, unfortunately, Diamond RBX, there is a slight issue. There is a slight issue with your plan, and it is that I'm already on the rock.
You're not on the right rock. You have to go on the far one.
On the far
right one.
Okay, I can do that. Get going.
But I don't have to go.
I don't have to. Unfortunately for you, I'll still beat you there. What? You just gotta change the rock again.
You're such a loser. I literally beat you to the clock, idiot.
I beat you to the clock. What a strat.
Look. Yeah, I beat you to the clock. I'm literally there.
The clock doesn't count. It's not a rock.
It is.
Yeah, I'm being so slow right now, and you still, because I forgot how to jump, and you still can't even get on the rocks.
No, I'm on the rock right now.
I'm on the rock. I got to far right rocked them. Yeah, like you told me to. Yeah.
That one not for me.
What are you gonna? I'm already there. So I win.
Look.
Okay, so before we build it, you will need the bind tool, the scale tool, and the screwdriver tool. So let's get straight into building it. So firstly, you just want to place any block. I guess I'll just put a plastic block since that's what I'm holding right now. And then place down a titanium block. And you set your scale to wood. And scale it out so it is 7 wide, 6 long, and 4 tall in studs. It should be at the left here, the measurement. And then delete this block that's under it. And now that you've got this little weight thing, place down a chair on top of it in the middle. And then setting your move to 0.5, place a rod directly behind it. And then change your move back to 1. And now we're going to start constructing the glider. So you can do the glider however you want. You just want to make sure that it's plastic, or else the finely tuned balloon mechanics that I'll build on it won't work for you. So firstly, to build the glider, you want to set up the hinge by placing it there. Like this. Like how it is there. And then put a plastic block. And set the scale to 0.5. Scale all the way in. And then down around on each side so it's the same size as the hinge. And then scale this out to about 4.5. That's what I did for mine. So yeah, I'll be showing you how to build mine. But you can do it however you want once you have this set up. And then place a block here. Scale it to about there. And then place down another plastic here. And I'm going to paint this one because this is going to be the middle of the glider. So I'm going to scale it in. And then in to the sides a bit like this. And then I'll set my scale to 0.25 so I can center it. And do one more so it's even. Like that. And then I'm going to scale it all the way up just for now. It don't matter how tall. Just have it tall enough. And then what I'm going to do is set my rotate to 15. And then rotate like once. Or this side. Not this side, I mean this one over here. Scale it in like this. Then down. Down all the way and in like that. I'm gonna scale it out to about like 7. I'm gonna do the same thing at this side, except I rotate it 5 times to get the same angle. So scale it in, down, in again, and then out to 7. And now that I've got these at 7, I'm gonna place a block in front of them on each side, on the edges, like that. And then here, I'm gonna place a block angled upwards, like this. So it's about 30 degrees angled up. So on this side, I just clicked rotate with 15 about 4 times. And you scale it in to the same size as these. Scale it down, scale it up so these aren't touching. Then scale it all the way into 0.5. And scale it up so it touches this. And to do the same over here. So angle it to 30. Scale it in. Scale it up. Scale it in a bit. And then scale all the way up like that. And connect there. And now you see the glider shapes there. So now we can take this giant rod and just bring it down to the right height for our glider. So for mine it's like this. And delete these. Also you'll notice this little imperfection. It's pretty easily fixed. Just set your scale to 0.2 and scale once down. And that'll smooth it a bit. So we have this frame of the glider, but we need to fill the glider. So using match rotation. Oh yeah, by the way, we can delete this. Place in a block and then use 0.2 and make sure it's only slightly in here, and then scale all the way in and just fill it with plastic. So you can do this how you want, since plastic's essentially weightless, just to make sure you fill the full thing, but you can copy how I'm doing it. So I scale this in a little bit like that, scale it in and then flatten it down a bit and scale to the outer edge and just shrink it a little bit, I think. I'm just gonna make sure it's even. It doesn't have to be even since it's plastic, but I just like it being symmetrical. Okay, now I'm gonna do some on this edge. So I'm gonna scale it in again from this side, and then like this. By the way, the reason it's like this is because I made these thicker because it's easier to fill, so they'll scale in and this will look a lot less indented. But yeah, I'm going to continue with filling. So I'm just going to make sure that isn't poking through the bottom. And then scale it up to the top of here. And same thing on this side. So scale in. And like this. And scale in. And scale it up to here. And I'm just going to see if I can do one out. Yeah, I can. And now I'm gonna fill here. So I'm gonna scale this in, scale it in from that side, then scale it down and fill that entire area. Like this. I'll scale it all the way to the other side as well, because then it's more efficient since it's just one block. And now I'll do a similar thing here. Place this, scale it in, other side as well. Scale it up just to check it. Make sure it's like seamless with that. Make sure I'm using the space efficiently. And then I'll scale it all the way to fill the other triangle. And then now I'll just give it a little paint. Just make this yellow. So, and the finishing touch, I'm gonna set my scale to 0.5 and make this thin. Like this. Also, just a bit of this part sticky out, so I'm just gonna scale it in. So we've got the glider. I'm gonna paint the handle there. So we've got this glider now. Now I'm just gonna add the mechanics that allows the glider to flip upwards. So I'm just gonna place a piston exactly on the back of this metal block down here. Then place a hinge on this edge, so it's barely connected. Then using plastic and scale 0.5, I'm just going to scale this all the way into the hinge, scale it away from the metal block, scale it up from the ground, and scale it out here, and then scale it up, until it connects with a glider, but it's barely connected now. Also, since this is embedded, this handle isn't connected, so using 0.2, I can just scale it out once and it connects. So we have the lift mechanic. So I'm just gonna give these all a little paint job, just so we can. I'll paint the seat white so it's visible, but yeah, I'm just painting all the stuff that'll be non-collision later red. So now that we've got this, I'm gonna make the balloon fly mechanic that the glider uses to glide. So on this, place down a plastic block, set your scale to 0.95, and scale it in at all sides to make this really thin rod, and then scale it once downwards with 0.95 to make sure it's attached properly. Because small blocks in this game have weird collisions and attachments sometimes. So now we've got that, you'll want to set your scale to 2.98 and scale it up so it's about 300. So this can be awkward, but a way you can do it is put your mouse down here and then tilt. Actually, when you tilt back up, it scales it up high. But I'll put it up here, or else it sometimes scales it a bit too high. So just tilt it a bit. Make sure I'll bring it down. So there we go. So that's 300.95. And then up here, place a plastic block. Set the scale to 1 and just scale it down to connect it there. And now we need to make the precise balloons. So this is important. You need to make sure to get exact measurements up here, or something's going to go wrong. So first of all, you want to place a balloon here and scale it up by 1. So because this just needs to be 2. Now add these 3 and scale these 2 in red. You want to use 0.25 and scale them up once, so they should be 1.25 size. And then this one right at the back, you want to set it to 0.26 and do it once. And that's like the perfect ratio for the balloons. So we've got the flight mechanic, but now we need to add the jump mechanic, which allows you to jump it into the air from wherever you are. So it's so you don't have to like manually get up to like a high distance to use the glide feature. It's a pretty nice, simple, compact jump mechanic. So you just want to place 3 hinges like this. You want to place an upwards facing magnet, and then a titanium rod like that. And that's basically all the mechanics of it. We just need to do all the binding and stuff. But before we do that, we just want to get some delays down. And to finish it, we need the boat motor, which gets you going fast in the air. Like that. So this is the thing finished now. This is all the stuff. And we just need to do the binds. But before we do the binds, let's just put a switch over here so it binds to everything. So that then it's easier to clear the binds from the 2 switches we're going to place. So we're going to place 2 switches next to the seat like this. And I'm going to paint one orange and the other yellow. So the yellow switch will make you jump, the orange one will make you glide. Okay, I can delete this now. I'm just going to unbind it from the things they're binded to. So make sure nothing has any binds. So there's no binds, there's just switches. So now we can do the binds easily. So on this first delay, I'll paint it blue. You bind the yellow switch to it. You bind that to the magnet. And then you bind the yellow switch itself to the magnet. And that'll do the jump feature. Now for everything else, you want to select all the like mechanics like that at the magnet. So the boat motor, the piston, all the balloons. And you want to bind them to orange switch. Then you want to bind orange switch to the red delay here. Set this delay to 3 delay time. And then bind this delay up to the biggest balloon at the front. So that one. This one there. That one. So you have all of that binded. Also, have I made sure to bind that? Yep, I've binded that. Also, that's binded, yep. So I've got all the binds right now. Just do the collisions and it should be finished. So I'm just gonna select everything. Deselect the chair. Select this. and that. Also non-collision the little glider rod. Actually, I'll do that separately, I don't want to invisit. Also deselect switches, and select this hinge. Select the main center rod where the balloons connector, and just select all of the balloons. Non-collision and invisible. Also, one more thing, you'll want to set the piston length to 5. And that's it for making stuff invisible. Just make sure you non-collision that rod there that the glider's on. And it should be ready for a run now. So I'm gonna save it in this horribly misspelled glider save. Reload it, and now I'll show you how to use it and give it a little test. So hop in the chair, place the cake on the back of the chair and delete your seat. And then you can unanchor, and now let's use it. So to get into the air, what you want to do is you want to use the yellow lever and then the orange. So you click them like around similar times, so click, and that'll send me into the air, and then glide mode activates. And you see I'm slowly going to the ground now. Slowly going down. So I'll try land over there. Go try land on that little edge spot over there. Wonder if I could land inside the waterfall actually. Actually, I don't think I'm getting enough height. But yeah, I guess I'll show you how to land. So once you think you're low enough, click only the orange switch, and that'll put away your glider. Also, before you start gliding again, it'll cause glitches if you spam this. So you want to wait for the big balloon at the top to pop, which mine has. But you have to just hear that pop noise before you know you're safe to glide again. So get into air, flick the jump switch, and then this switch. So it's in the air. And then I can glide it around. So I can fly it over the void and other objects pretty fine, since it's a balloon mechanic. So it's pretty controllable, and it's quite maneuverable. I've also managed to fly it to the end before, I think. So, yeah, it's a pretty versatile little mechanic. Come on. No! Again! Oh well. Well, anyways, thanks for watching, and goodbye. See you later.